another edition of A Rare Reality, a podcast powered by Jordan's Guardian Angels. I'm Christina Janes, Director of Outreach and Awareness for JGA. And today I'm so excited for all of you who are listening because we get to talk about canine companions. We are joined by Sarah Zettelmeisel, who's the Regional PR and Marketing Coordinator for Canine Companions. And Sarah, I'm so excited to have you here to talk about this program, everything that you guys do, because so many of our families say, how does this work? How do we get involved? So tell us about Canine Companions.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here and talk a little bit about Canine Companions. So yeah, Canine Companions, we're a national nonprofit organization. We kind of provide service dogs, expertly trained to support the lives of people with disabilities. Really, the goal is to increase independence and the quality of life of our clients. Kind of meet them where they're at with their diverse needs and just impact their lives in any way we can. We serve over 65 types of disabilities. We currently have over 2,700 active human and canine teams all across the country. Mm-hmm. So yeah, some of the biggest benefits, especially with children, are kind of assisting with physical tasks like picking up dropped items or like toys or clothing. The dogs can provide deep calming presence to children or interrupt and redirect some behaviors. And then another big kind of benefit of our dogs are they kind of provide like a social bridge when children are out in public or in a social setting. So those are some of the benefits.
Yeah, it's so important because so many of our kids, some are nonverbal, some are verbal, some can get around a little bit easier than others. And so to have that constant companion with you, that's that calming presence that is, gives you the ability to kind of make inroads in different ways. So important. So in general, what age do you guys recommend starting should a family start looking for a dog for their child?
Yeah, so for children, they have to be 5 years or older. And it kind of depends on every individual situation and whether the family is kind of ready to handle the responsibilities that come with having a dog and all of that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's 5 years and older for a child, and then adults are 18 years and older.
Okay, perfect. And how does it work? How does the program work? How does someone get linked up with you guys to start that process?
Yeah, so the process all starts it's a multi-step application process. We always direct anyone who's interested to go to our website, canine.org, and we have a big list of some FAQs and just kind of is the dog right for you type questions. And yeah, you can just start the application process online. Starts with just gathering some information. There'll be a phone interview process, an in-person interview process, but all that information is online on the website. And really it kind of walks you through step by step to see if a service dog might be right for you and your family.
Yeah, generally speaking, are we talking about big dogs on the larger size?
Yeah, so all of our dogs are either Labrador retrievers, golden retrievers, or a cross between the two.
Okay, so you're looking at any time that you have a pet, it is a commitment, whether it's a service dog or any other kind of animal that you choose to bring into your home. But let's talk a little bit about the travel commitment, the time commitment to get it started, and then cost commitments too.
Yeah, so I think first and foremost is our service dogs are provided and the ongoing services after you're placed completely free of charge to our clients. There's no cost to receive a dog, and any follow-up services are also completely free. As far as time commitment, if you are accepted into the program, we require the clients to come to a 2-week team training, which is on one of our 6 regional campuses across the country. And for 2 weeks, once again, the team training is completely free of charge. Every campus has dorm rooms, and we invite families to stay for 2 weeks, and that's really where they get matched with their dog and learn kind of handling skills and some training and bonding with the dog. And that's all with our highly qualified trainers who are so great and just really work to make the perfect match. And then after you get to match with your dog, we have kind of like an uplifting, fun graduation ceremony, and
Aw.
then the new partner's on their way. And then really just we stay with you for the life of the partnership with the dogs. So that just is kind of a commitment of follow-up calls, some emails. Every year there's kind of like a recertification process, but that's usually done where you're located. Rarely do you have to come back to one of the campuses. So really just that 2-week team training period.
Okay, but what a benefit to be able to walk away feeling like you've made that connection, you know what to do, you know how to handle the dog and get the most out of that relationship too.
Yeah, definitely. I think we really believe in the team training experience. It's super interactive. It's 2 weeks of kind of nonstop, like it's almost like going back to school or being in
Yeah.
school where you're just learning so much, taking in so much information, but you're also working with our trainers pretty much individually one-on-one, and just really we just want to make sure every placement is successful, and
Right.
we really do have we have a 98% success rate. So pretty much when you're placed with your dog, there's a very high chance that it's going to work out, and that's because we put so much kind of time into the team training process and just
Right.
making sure it's a perfect match in every way possible.
We have one of our families who has gone through your program, gone through the training, gone through all of it, and you know, the mom Nancy can't say enough about that relationship and how important this has become for her daughter and for their family as a whole, and what a benefit this has been for them in general. Can you talk about some of the other families and the stories that you've heard, and you know, what you've witnessed in making these relationships?
Yeah, oh my gosh, there are so many great stories. In my short time of working here, I've got to experience a couple team trainings and just seeing the families and the impact that these service dogs have made on their lives. There's some families who have had children who were scared to go out in public, or it was just a really big challenge to go out in public. And even just being in team training, you kind of take field trips to a Target or a public place, and some of their children were out in public for the first time in over 2 years. And it was just really incredible to see. And even some children who haven't smiled or laughed in such a long time, and just being around that dog and with that bond, they were able to do that. And another big thing is we're all just a big family at Canine Companion. So when the families are here on campus, you're usually with from anywhere between probably 5 to 10 other families, and it becomes just a big family unit. Everyone makes kind of friendships. It's just a big support system, and they all stay in touch for years to come. So it's really great.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing, and it's so wonderful to see it in action and to know all of the hard work that you're doing behind the scenes. Now, you said that every dog that's placed is placed free of charge, so it's all done through Canine Companions, correct? There's no other financial organization that they need to work through or anything like that. Strictly through you guys, correct?
Yep, it's all through us. Yeah, we couldn't do it without. We just have really generous donors and support. But yes, everything is free of charge for the client. So yeah, we're really proud to be able to do that.
Oh, it's just the best. It's wonderful. Anything that you have found over time that families need to know before they dive into this process? Is there maybe one or two things that you think, oh, they really need to pay attention to this?
I think just when you're kind of going through just answering some of the questions about just realizing like like kind of the task of bringing a dog into your family, making sure everyone kind of knows those responsibilities, from the grooming to the veterinary care, some of those basic things. And then, yeah, just there's when you go to the website to start the application process, there is like a list of questions that you kind of answer in your head or answer with your family to see if
Mm-hmm.
it'll be a good fit for you. And really just the dogs are really expertly trained in like physical tasks. So just seeing if that would be helpful for you and your family.
Yeah, what your benefit might be, and make sure you're ready. Make sure that you're ready to make that partnership, because you're not only you're making a commitment to another living being too. So great. I'm really grateful to be able to talk to you today and to go over the program, to find out what you're doing. We're going to link canine.org to the notes on this podcast so that our families know where to go and where to look at that checklist of questions and kind of go through the frequently asked questions. But we really appreciate all you're doing, and thank you for helping our families, those who have been through the process and those who will go through the process. We appreciate you all, and thank you for all your hard work.
Yeah, thank you so much. And then if anyone's just interested in learning more, even if a dog might not be right for them, but they want to get involved with the organization, they can always visit the website. We have plenty of ways to volunteer, some advocacy efforts just around service dogs in general, and enhancing the lives of people with disabilities. So yeah, check us out on the website. And be able to answer any questions that you might have.
Yes, it's perfect. And thank the good work. That's what we love to talk about. We love to talk about the good work and the advocacy efforts and making people's lives easier. And it's so great. So thank you. I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
All right. And to our listeners now, you can find all of our podcasts on all of the major podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, Google. If you want to watch our episodes, it's on our website, jordansguardianangels.org, and also on our YouTube channel, where you can find translation services for our families who are around the world. You can hopefully find a program like this near you in one of those 35, 36 countries. So, Sarah, again, thank you so much. And thank you to everybody who's listening. And we will be back with another episode of A Rare Reality very soon.